Some people don't ever get to meet their grandparents, some only for a few years, but I had almost 16 amazing years with Nani. She was the kindest, most caring grandma, and I couldn't have asked for a better one. She loved the Lord with 100% of her heart and strived to know everything she could. She loved the Bible and studying it, and when her cancer got bad, I was able to fly out here and see her. I was able to just sit at the end of her bed and talk about the Bible with her. I enjoyed telling her about my Bible classes that I was taking in school, and she told me everything that she had learned. We talked about the mysteries of the Bible and what it could possibly mean. I asked her about her favorite verses, and she could still recite them. It really amazed me that at some point she couldn't even remember my name and was calling me Eli or Stephen, but yet she could still say her verses. Her favorite was Jeremiah 29:11, which says, "For I know the plans that I have declared the Lord, plans of welfare and not of evil, not to give you a future and a hope." Those are her favorite, but some that I felt that really described her life were Romans 14:7-8. "For none of us lives for himself, and none of us dies for himself. For if we live for the Lord, and if we die to the Lord. So then, whenever we live and whenever we die, we are the Lord's." Her life was for the Lord, and I know with 100% certainty, one day I will see her again in heaven. My favorite trip that I've ever taken was going to Israel this past March. She was the one that sent us there. She had gone 3 times, and her dream was to take us, but she was too sick to go, and I know that if she's still here, she would take us again in a heartbeat. She would do anything for me. She and Baba would go overboard every Christmas and would try to buy me and my sister everything they could. I especially loved getting the big present that they would always hide in their house for us. We would always go and try to find it. Some of my favorite memories were living with her for a few months. I love living with her, and my favorite memory was when she put chia seeds in my eggs because she told me it was pepper. I was a really picky eater, and she really wanted me to have extra protein. And she knew that I wasn't going to eat it if she told me, so she tricked me. I love Nani, and she loved me, and I think that if she wanted me to say one thing, it would for me to say that we're all sinners and we need Christ in our lives. Revelations 22:13-14 says, "I am the Alpha and the Omega, the first and the last, the beginning and the end. Blessed are those who wash their robes, that they may have the right to the tree of life, and that they may enter the city by the gates." I was so thankful to walk through the Jerusalem gates this past year because of Nani's passion, and I can't wait to see her again in Jerusalem one day.